Good evening, YouTubers, Facebookers, and Twitters, and the all social media universe. This is Stephen Gomez 247, and welcome to a very special edition on the Steven Factor. Tonight, it's been official that Mike Woodson, the head coach of the New York Knicks, has been fired. It happened today, which is on Monday morning, and Phil Jackson is the only one person to fire Mike Woodson because the Knicks need to get their championship back. But the question is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Did people love Mike Woodson or people don't like Mike Woodson? Let's find out. Joining me now is on the phone is my good friend Martin Roches, and he saw the whole situation before I do. So here he is. It's ringing.
Are you ready?
Yep, and you're on tape. Good evening, Martin.
Good evening, Stephen.
How you doing, buddy?
Not much, just chilling.
Alright, Martin, I think this is a little bit a tough controversy about this firing Mike Woodson, and I know that if you're happy, you just grab your soda, celebration, put on your party hat because it feels like you're in New Year's Eve, or you're very disappointed. So, your thoughts?
Well, a little bit of both, let's just say.
I just feel the same way too. And tell me why about the situation.
Well, for those of you who do not know, should we tell the world about this, Stephen?
Yes.
New York Knicks coach Mike Woodson is fired, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just say that.
Yes.
He's been fired Monday, this morning by the spin master, Phil Jackson, who's New York Knicks president.
Yep.
And it's not only him, but it's the entire coaching staff.
That's right.
That got fired.
That's right. I just felt the same way too. As you really know about this, Martin, it is very tough, and it is way too early because last week, the Knicks went 4 straight games until their series finale, and we're in the middle of April on the spring break. And I'm going to tell you, it is over. But as you really know about this, on the weekend, it's been announced that the Knicks didn't make a playoffs for the first time in 3 years. Do you believe that? And everything this whole suck. And a year ago, when I went to Rite Aid, I saw a newspaper cover, and Mike Woodson said that, I quote, I wish that the Knicks will win this year, or next year. And I said, they're not winning next year, brother. But the dream came true. And you, the other hand, when the Knicks and the Nets before play, you said that, you quote, I think Mike Woodson will be leaving and Carmelo Anthony. And you're right about that Mike Woodson is out of here, baby. And
yeah, that's right. And Carmelo Anthony's the next one to go. He's going to opt out. Watch.
Well, we'll see about Carmelo Anthony yet until the future show. Okay, it is a little bit controversy about this right now. I'm very upset, and on this tonight's show. And those of you, if you are the New York Knicks universe, I hope you're very happy, or you're very sad. I know you're very disappointed. But to me, the Knicks are going down the drain for decades, man. I mean, they got Jeremy Lin, and now they transferred to some other team. What's the other team that Jeremy Lin is in?
The Houston Rockets.
Yes, that's it. And now Armin the Steinmeier, a.k.a. Steve Urkel, smashed that mirror, hurt his hand, and there's so many controversies. And even Hardaway Jr. has been arrested too, right?
No, Raymond Felton.
Oh, Raymond Felton. I'm sorry about that. Raymond Felton, who's been arrested. And this is why how the New York Knicks being pissed off after all these years. And let me tell you something why. They don't care about their championship. That's number one. Number two, they don't care about the playoffs because they need money. And number three, fire Mike Woodson, get another New York head coach this fall, and leave it as it is.
Yeah. And I totally agree with you. I mean, there have been lost for decades. And you know what really messed up Mike Woodson?
What's up?
It was the game against the Los Angeles Lakers a few weeks ago.
Okay, tell me about that.
They were in Los Angeles, and for those Knicks fans to remember, it was a very disappointment night. Even Stephen A. Smith from ESPN quoted, "I've never seen my New York Knicks so embarrassed in my entire life," and that was from Stephen A. Smith. They were down by 51 points in the third quarter, my friend.
Shit.
I mean, they got blown out. And I will tell you right now, Stephen Gomez, the Los Angeles Lakers did not have Kobe Bryant. They did not have Steve Nash. They did not have Pau Gasol. They were all injured, and they used those bench players, and they were lighting them up.
You see, this is why I can't watch the New York Knicks anymore. And as you know, my coworker was right. She can't watch it anymore as well. It was a whole mess. Sometimes I watch the game, but the most part of the game is the Brooklyn Nets. And I want the Nets to win this last Thursday, but no, the Knicks were winning for 4 freaking straight games until the series finale before Mike Woody from Toy Story head coach whoever for Shizzle My Nizzle has been fired. I mean, that's totally crazy. This is even worse than the New York Mets. And no offense, baseball. That this is even worse than this is even worse. You see, this is even worse than the New York Mets. Back in 1986, they just won the World Series, and now they don't freaking care. They don't have no series for decades. It was almost close like 27 or 28 years ago they have a World Series.
1986.
Yeah, like almost close to 30 years, I think. And they don't have it a bit, yo. But the most players is New York Yankees. But we're not talking about New York Yankees, okay? It's basketball time. And I very agree with what you said about about Stephen A. Smith. And I'm going to tell you, if you listen to ESPN 98.7, also known as, it was former 98.7 KISS FM and etc. back in the day. But let me tell you something. ESPN New York make a lot of money. And they hire so many people, analysts like Stephen A. Smith, and he was right. The Knicks need to wake up and smell their coffee. But as you know, Martin, did you know that ESPN New York was been owned by WABC and Walt Disney Company? Yeah, they make a lot of money, and this is really true. You know, I'm very upset about the New York Knicks right now, and I'm really mad because I knew it that Mike Wilson's going to fire since a year ago. They know what is really going on. They have to do it. And Phil Jackson wants to make his dreams come true. He wants the Knicks to win, to make more franchise and more money. What do you think about the Knicks' future? What is the question? What will happen next on the Knicks' future this fall, Martin?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Stephen. I'm getting sources that are telling me that Phil Jackson might get TNT basketball analyst Steve Kerr to talk to the Knicks about the head coaching job. And earlier today, Steve Kerr told XM Satellite Radio that he may be interested in that job. Now, I'm also getting sources that Phil Jackson may take 2 shots, same thing as Knicks president, but also taking a head coaching job. Now, there are some rumors that there may be Brian Shaw, the head coach of the Denver Nuggets. He's just getting started. Or maybe Derek Fisher that might come out of retirement from the Oklahoma City Thunder. He may coach. So there's a lot of coaching scenarios, but that's why I'm getting sources that Steve Kerr may be the lead candidate.
And this is why people is too early. And I really can't stand rumors. It just feels like an April Fool's joke. But there's so many coaches won't participate. They won't participate to teach the Knicks back from square one a few years ago. I look on Facebook. I didn't get a chance on Twitter, but I didn't see your actions about the Knicks. But you know what? What is your own quotes, your own words about the tweet that you just put down a few hours ago?
Well, my tweet says, okay. So my tweet says Mike Woodson was just fired by the New York Knicks, and you never know, maybe Steve Kerr could coach the Knicks. We'll find out. We'll see. That's what I said. All
right. You know, I really like Mike Woodson, but I think his energy is not working. He did a very good job, and I think, he did. And I'm really sorry about him. But he done so many mistakes. He and his team missed their curfew. They get ready for the playoffs, and since they defeat what's the man? I remember. I just remember. Do you remember a year ago when the Knicks lose on the series finale?
Yeah,
the Pacers. Thank you for reminding me. And that's before that the the Miami Heat won their victory during the finals for the second time, thanks to LeBron. And I don't know, man. The New York Knicks been down the drain. I'm sorry. They lose their money. They lose their franchise. They lost Carmelo Anthony, and he's been there for how many years? He's been there for New York Knicks, like 3 years or 4.
3 or 4. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years, and I'm really pissed off right now. And thank God I didn't even watch the Knicks anymore. I need to focus when I came over there. I went to church yesterday, and it was pretty good. I never went to church on Easter Sunday. It was the best holiday. I just want to tell God about everything, and about everything, see what's going on here too. First of all, I think we gotta do some little shout outs. Those of you who are the Knicks fans or sports fans, I want to say it's a shout out to my family, including you, Martin. Well, you're not my family, but you're my best friend. I want to say hello, shout out to Brian Anthony Hamilton Jr., Bianca Hamilton, Melanie Hamilton, who else? Jessica, Alfred Wilson, Brandon, who else? My friends, Maria Natoli, Mark B. Harry, maybe I will call...
Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel Colander, who also, she is a Knicks fan. I hope she will watch it this fall, and I hope she heard the news about it. And also, including say shout out to Jackie Polanco, Michael Kagan, and all the type of P369 at 67. If you watch this on YouTube, this is a big controversy right now. This is that the New York Knicks lost their coach, and anyone, including all the teammates, heard about this situation, like Anthony and Stoudemire. Pick anyone, Martin.
Well, now that you mentioned that J.R. Smith said this, and I quote to him, I said that Mike Woodson's leaving. He's a great coach, but it's time to move on, and it's time for us to get ready for the fall. That's what he said.
Well, that's a good thing. I really liked the sixth man, J.R. Smith, and he was a very good player as well, and it's very hard to say this. And also, hold on, Martin, I want to say to shout out to the NBA on TNT. And as you know, the NBA on TNT is the best channel in the world, and all these analysts. What?
Second best.
Yeah. Yes.
NBA on NBC back then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, NBA on NBC. But we missed that show. But the NBA, and NBA on TNT was even better. They have so many sports analysts, and they are hilarious. They need to spice up a little bit. I know it's nowadays, but NBA is still there. NBA on TNT is still there back in 95, and they just started there thanks to Ted Turner because they want sports. I want to say shout out to Shaquille O'Neal,
Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Charles Barkley. Yeah.
Ernie Johnson.
Yes, and Craig Sager, who was battling leukemia since yesterday, and we want to wish him all the best. I just gave him the tweet yesterday. I was wish him give him all the best of luck and everything. I hope he feel better. Maybe he will come back soon until he gets better. And even his son followed his father's footsteps, and he did a very good job.
Yep, he did.
But there's a little controversy about that coach getting nasty with Craig Sager, and it's on Yahoo News, so he shouldn't be careful what he just said. And let's talk more about Mike Woodson. What are your thoughts about Mike Woodson? Give me more details about it, boy.
Say that again?
Give me more thoughts about Mike Woodson.
Well, he says at the time was John, and he did say before the firing that
and what?
If he was to say he will never have to let this happen ever again, but I guess the next time enough snow.
So he was very frustrated right now.
Well, a little bit, but like I said, it is what it is.
You know, all they want is money. And people were very upset, and even the KNICKS universe were very upset too. And I think this is gotta be, well, it's not actually like kind of rally. It's gotta be a silent rally. And they could say things in the house. They could say things at work. And maybe they could say things right after spring break is finished. And I think this is one of the worst days of the New York Knicks history, and I think that Mike Woodson will be leaving, but I don't know what is the future holds about the retirement. I mean, it's not a retirement, or it's got to be a job opportunity for Woodson, but I think that it's way too early for now, and see how it goes.
Yeah, man, we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I'll let you continue coaching.
All right. Martin Roches, thank you very much.
Okay, so very quickly, before I go, are you getting any reaction?
Can you just speak up a little bit more, and because I can't hear you also on the universe.
Are you getting any reaction from your fan base?
My fan page?
Yeah, like Rachel or Mark, Howie, is there any reaction from you?
Well, not actually yet, but I will text Mark, or even I'll call Mark and see how he's doing, or maybe he's busy, but let's see how it goes.
And is there any reaction on Facebook and Twitter?
No Facebook or Twitter yet. I didn't get a chance to, but maybe a little later of the show, and maybe we could work something out.
And let me just say this to Greg Sager, that's not my friend. We all miss you on TV. We want to see you back here, and we want to see you great dresses, and his suits are really amazing.
I shouldn't say that. I mean, he always loved dresses and stuff, like casual stuff. Wear some shoes and socks that are like, and he killed it. He really killed it.
Yep.
And even more Albert said, yes.
Yep.
So, thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate for your help.
No problem. Anytime. Good night, everybody.
All right, good night. All right, everybody. We're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. I will see how Mark is doing and stuff, and we got more to talk about this. Mike Woodson. Take it easy. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to the CM Factor. My next guest, you know him. He is through his first gig on a year ago on stand-up comedy show with Mark B. Harry, and now he is back on the phone talk about Mike Woodson's firing. So please welcome, give it up, my best friend, my brother from the other mother, my co-worker, and my partner in crime, Mark B. Harry. Good evening, Marky boy.
What's up, Stephen? It's always a pleasure to be on your show. As always, as you know, you're always doing a good job and always trying to, educate people and bring, insights to the forefront. So, thank you. And here I am. Mark is here. So, spill the beans, Steve.
Exactly. Mark, as you know about this, Mike Woodson is out, and I don't know, this is a big major controversy since yesterday, and Phil Jackson is the one who's firing Mike Woodson, and especially the staffs at the New York Knicks and Madison Square Garden. Tell me how you feel. Do you love a man or you don't like a man? Tell me about your opinions about that.
Well, the opinions about the coach change, or?
Yes. Yeah, Mike Woodson.
Well, it just seems like, the change is come so quickly, and it's so sad to see that, poor Woodson has to go and, maybe do something else, and he's so good as a coach. And the fact that they're bringing in, Phil Jackson to add more hoopla around the Knicks, and they, got Steve Kerr now, so, Steve Kerr's going to try to be like the coach, and, being that he was a former player with Phil Jackson at the time, Michael Jordan was, reigning in terror in that era. See how Steve Kerr does, but, it just seems weird that they wouldn't give the guy another year, under the Phil Jackson, administration, if we may say that, Steve?
Yes. The problem is there's so many controversies during a year ago, and Mike Woodson helped all of these Knicks really hard to make that playoffs, but they didn't make it since a year ago until the finals. But a year later, they're trying to do their best again, but I think it is over. They're on the 9th place. They didn't make it the playoffs for the first time in 3 years, and I'm really disappointed, and Mike Woodson did a very good job. It's a little both, but I'm very angry. But the truth is, Mark, we're not one of all the Knicks fans. We're sports fans, and it doesn't matter if we get angry or not. It's about their decisions.
Right, exactly, and it's just so sad that they couldn't give him one more year. That's my biggest thing. It's like, it's not his fault that the players was injured and everybody had went down at the same time.
And the curfew.
It's like everybody catching the flu at the same time. Who could you blame? But, Mother Nature, or just the fact that the cold came on everybody at the same time. You really can't hold anybody accountable for that. But, maybe Woodson wants to leave. We don't know how he feels until they ask him those questions. So, but he was really a good coach. All in all, what a great guy. What a role model. Let's say that, because, when you look at it, when they were messing up and they were, he felt like they were slipping, he went on and said, okay, guys, now you have a curfew. Which other coach you knew in the NBA history, or in coaches in general for life, that would do something like that? That would go ahead and play a parent role as well as a coach role. The guy's a phenomenal man, man. I love him.
Yeah, I know. I really love him too. I really love him too. But it is pretty tough, man. And this is even worse than This is even worse than the New York Mets. Once again, no offense, but this is even the same thing. And the New York Mets won back in 1986 World Series, but they. No, 26 or 27 years old, almost close to 30. And yes, 1986. And they tried to get the series, but they don't care. They don't need no series anymore. All they want is money. And
especially. And that's the sad part. the sports entertainment business today is that it's all about money. And everything is just drawn about money and money and money and money. But you know, before there was money and before there was fame, you know what there was, boy? There was passion. There was love for the game. There was, you know, good ethics. You know, now people are just doing things because it's just the money. You know what I mean? And it's sad. You know, we kind of lost our authenticity of our players due to this, you know, money.
Well,
money is a piece of paper, you know?
Yeah, but listen, let's talk about money for a minute. I know money is the main power that people want to spend their tickets, their food, their franchise and everything. But the question is why they want to spend their money instead with the stupid playoffs or World Series or even the finals.
I mean, you know, in order to get to that pinnacle, man, you gotta go through the season. In order to go through the season, you gotta do well in the season and do good in the postseason to reach that caliber, you know. And unfortunately, you know, no New York teams are doing it right now, really. You know, I mean, we always counted on the Yankees, you know, and they helped us down as far as New York, but as far as our ballers and everything like that, it's just been I don't know, it's been a long road trip of a hex of some sort.
Yes.
Something like that, you know?
Yeah, and it's pretty tough too, and especially for the KNICKS universe who've been watching us on YouTube, and I hope you're very upset about this. But the question is, this is even similar than like WrestleMania 30, you know, when Undertaker lose this streak, or because of Brock Lesnar and WWE want to spend too much money about the Undertaker and everything, and all WWE universe were very upset. But as you know about this, it's just a part of the script because it's entertaining.
Right, exactly, and that's what it is. It's entertainment. You know, it's just to give you what you want and what you pay for. You know,
exactly.
What you want to see. You know.
Exactly, and you know, I just feel sorry for the New York Knicks, and I hope that they will do it this fall with the new coach. But I know Steve Kerr about this coaching thing, but I don't know. I saw the Daily News cover this morning, and he said this is crazy. But I don't know. It's not for the match with New York Knicks. Only God knows. But the question is, Mark, what about your opinion? What will happen next in the Knicks' future?
Well, you know, everything is going to start off to a nice fresh start now. New management within the organization. You got a big icon, that's Phil Jackson, who, you know, if you go look at his record, he's a man of an impeccable record. You know, he always, you know, the man's wins, whatever he does, whether he's coaching or whether he's, you know, the head organizer of the whole organization. You know, he just expects the best. And, you know, with that said, he's going to actually go out and get, you know, some guys and some key components to that roster that's actually going to be, you know, that can enable them actually as a unit to become champion calibers. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that would take place. But, you know, change is good, and, you know, we just got to get everybody back healthy. And, you know, they had a Donald Duck was coaching, you know.
Precisely. Precisely.
Everybody's got to be healthy. You know?
Precisely.
You know, the coach is now on the court playing. I mean, he's just doing his job, you know, to keep everybody together. You know, when the players are out there, you know, they know what to do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And you know, when the big boys come in, they want to go in, pack up their bags, and get this.
Yeah, you know how the big boys are, man. You know, they come in and they expect, you know, a miracle overnight. And obviously, you know, it was proven that miracles can't happen overnight. It may take some years, you know, it may take a couple of falls before you rise, you know.
Exactly,
and the things that you have to look at in life, man. I mean, in life, you may be down for 5 years, and then, you know, when that 6th year you bounce back, you be like, oh, man, what happened? You know, I got back on track. And remember, in life, you just run your own race. And right now, as good loyal Knicks fans, and hopefully most of us are. I know we're saddened, but we gotta humble ourselves and kind of give them a little praise and pat on the back too, and still be supportive in these tough times. Because when fall comes and we start coming back out playing good, and we start doing what we gotta do, and we start finding that chemistry, we need to stick together now. Even when we're down, we just need to stick together.
Yeah.
Go back up, it's gonna be crazy.
And speaking of supporters, when I was in Crown Heights, there's so many supporters around here, and even Exclusive Barbershop. I want to say to shout out to Exclusive Barbershop if you're watching this. This is right next door to Vernon Is Hair, and I went there. It's on Franklin and Union. It's on Union Street, and there are Knicks fans. They put some posters there, and they try, and they're very frustrated and everything, and some people don't like the colors of the uniforms. All they want is the blue and orange, which is much even better.
Exactly. Blue and orange is what makes up New York.
Yeah, precisely. And even the Brooklyn Nets, I think I really don't like the uniforms. I mean, that same uniforms that look like with the New York Yankees, I think. Like, I don't know, but it's okay. But the black and white Nets is pretty much better. And I hope the Brooklyn Nets will win the playoffs, but I don't know what will going to happen next. But we're not talking about that right now. It's the New York Knicks and Mike Woodson's firing and all the Knicks universe. And they're very upset, And let me tell you something. If the most important about being a sports fan or the Knicks fan is about, take a look. Here it is. WOMEN, women. And the truth is, Mark, women love sports. And I'm dead serious.
No, you're right. They do.
And like Rachel is a Knicks fan, and if I have my own girlfriend, maybe in the future, she will interested with sports, like it become the Yankees or the Knicks or the Nets or whoever. And
sports fan, regardless of who she picks.
And even Whitney is an NFL fan. She's a Ravens fan. And women love this sports. They want entertaining. Like, Steven, I'm bored. There's something on TV. You want the New York Knicks? And yeah, and she say, whoopee, I want to see the New York Knicks and this, blah, blah, blah. But it's part of entertainment. But some women really don't like sports or very uncomfortable. You have to enjoy it, see how you really feel. Pretend you've been watching some nice or all that, and like watching some old Nick 2 shows, or you could buy some DVDs and stuff. But I think men and women, or especially newlyweds and couples, watch their sports. And also I want the New York Knicks to get their championship, and that's what I and you, or should I say the whole Knicks universe, would really want.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, not just us. We got other people out here that love the Knicks, and support the Knicks as much as we do. So I think everybody's just putting that 100% in all over the board. Brooklyn, Queens, you name it.
Staten Island.
So we'll see what happens next year.
Or should I say this fall?
In the fall, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few months away, that's all.
I hate a few months away. Even the Labor Day is coming. Oh, man, I can't wait back to work to see you guys. I really miss you, man.
Thank you, man. Miss you too, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, Mark, thank you so much. It's very nice to meet you. And I hope I'll see you again. But before you go, do you want to make some new, or you could come with some new jokes before you go?
Well, as far as that, I'm working on it. I have quite a few, but I just have to put everything together right now, and I'm just working on it. But Steve, I'm a focus to do that, and I always got something. I just can't put my hands on nothing right now because we was just talking about sports, and that kind of takes me into a whole nother day. But
that's pretty good.
I definitely look forward to more jokes on that even fact about Mark B.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back into it, and once we get the the chemistry ready again, that next one will be out there on the Steven Factor.
And even the material, man.
The best YouTube show ever, all around. There's no other person that introduces the YouTube show and says, "Hello, YouTubers." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get that too much else with people, so
yes.
you better enjoy this show.
And the show's been around for 3 years, and this is our 4th season together. And yeah, this is our 4th season after when YouTube is upgrade with the video editing and intro, and you have to be careful with the copyrights you have to delete all the accounts. And this is my 4th season in 3 years, and I started the show like on mid-Thanksgiving. On November 23rd, I started re-accounting again when YouTube and Google became partners. So, and I think I have 2 emails now, so it doesn't matter. And that gift right there is cheering me up. I mean, if you let down, you have bad things at work, all you gotta do is just make a video talking about yourself, and it's very good. Yeah, it's very good for your self-esteem.
It is very, very much so, and you just gotta keep a good positive attitude every day, and just stay strong, man. I mean, and God's working out everything for everybody, man, and I'm over with Him, and I mean, with that said, there's no way that I'll ever lose, if I keep my mind in that direction,
Yes, exactly. And hear this, Mark. Martin just texted me just now, and he said, and I quote, "You put the video already, but not yet. But this show will be taping as soon as possible because I know it's getting late because my cousin wants to watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again. But you gotta check that trailer out, Mark. It is.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Just check it out. Just check out the new movie. I know it's a reboot. And I know you don't see what turtles really look like, but they're on steroids right now. But I think this is the best movie, which is this summer, and I'll look forward to it. But this year I will.
Maybe we'll get up together and we'll go see it.
Oh, so you changed your mind now, huh? You say you don't want to see it, right?
Yeah, I've been to see that picture forever, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll book a trip in December. They said it come out in December?
Yeah, on August 8th, Friday.
Okay, so we'll go. We'll set the date and we'll go to the movie theater and we'll check it out. And, maybe I'll treat you or something.
Yes, I know, because I want to ask my mom, it's something to do around here in this house. And 2 days ago I went to church on Sunday all by myself. And this is the first time I went to church by myself. And
a lot of girls in there, right?
Don't even think about it.
I mean, it was a lot over here by me.
Yeah, but no. It's just the same powerful message about the world of God, and I'm definitely enjoyed it too. But something only God knows. If I have a nice, wonderful woman right for me, wherever, if you want to fall in love with Hispanic, Trinidad, Tobago, or should I say Trinidadian for short, Dominican, Puerto Rican, white girls, black girls, and you name them. But this is about my life.
That's right. Well, I'll be interviewed soon by your next topics of your show, man. And,
yes. Yes, I'll do that. Listen, when's the talent show at PT69 at 67? I know it's in May.
I'm not sure yet. I gotta find out when I get back.
Yes.
It's hot.
Yes, it is. And I want to say thank you very much, Mark, again for this. About your emotion about Mike Woodson. I think he's a very good guy, but I hope he will go elsewhere. But I think it's a hard choice for him. Yes, it is. Well, get some sleep, buddy, and enjoy the rest of your day to work. And just call me when we do it off camera, too. Take it easy, kid. Well, everyone, I think that's it for this. A very special edition of the Steven Factor. We thank you for joining us. I want to thank Mark B. Harry to come to my show. It's been a long time that he is the cast of my show, of The Factor, and especially my good friend Martin Roches. And you have to excuse me, I definitely need to move on too. Let's hope for the best. This is Steven Gomez 247 signing out, and thank you for watching the Steven Factor. Bon voyage, Knickerbockers. We salute you.